Hey guys, Shariq here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the OtomoNin series Ni, UFOmaru from Shuriken Sentai Ninninger. This is the second extra OtomoNin that can help the Nin Ninjers. So this includes a few parts, or a few things, the UFOmaru parts, and the OtomoNin Shuriken UFOmaru version. So to start, we'll take a look at the OtomoNin Shuriken UFOmaru version. So, like the others, the base is molded in silver plastic. And this time for the Shuriken blade, it's now in a light blue plastic. And for its pattern, you can see it's kind of designed like the solar panels on satellites, with this kind of angled design with flat edges, a square texture within it, and of course stylized ends on each one. You've got the center of the Shuriken, which has what will be the face for Shurikenjin Ufo. It's kind of designed like a astronaut's helmet, with some white paint and gold paint for the visor. Then underneath it you have the sticker, which has a picture of outer space as the background. The kanji chu, which is the second kanji in uchu, the Japanese word for space. And the ninja symbol. Pressing the button on the back, you'll get the three sounds. The OtomoNin Shuriken sound, its unique sound, and the name announcement. And so of course, this can be used with the Ninja Ichibanto. So first we'll set it up, then set it on there. First, we'll do the waza. Then the shokan. And then take it off. So to turn it into OtomoNin mode is very simple. Well, first we'll likely take a look at the parts. So here we have the parts for UFOmaru, and as its name suggests, it's designed after a UFO. So there are two main parts. The first is this lower part, which is done up in silver plastic with a metallic blue ring around the sides. Then for the cockpit, we have a black outline and metallic orange windows. You have this top piece, which has this gold plastic ring, and then silver plastic for the rest of it, with the center part here, and three boosters in the back. On the bottom you can see some of the parts for the humanoid mode, as well as a couple of holes. So to make the OtomoNin mode, it's very simple. You just got to take the Nin Shuriken, turn it like this, and with this part facing forward, attach it on top using the clips. You'll also see that this part will go inside this gap here. Just like that, and there you have OtomoNin UFOmaru. So this is designed like the kind of typical UFO that you'd see in sci-fi movies. Now your typical flying saucer. Though, because it's the first Sentai mech to be based on UFO, it seems more like it represents past Sentai mechs that are based on spaceships and various spacecraft. And what's a nice thing here is that, unlike with Maru, where you had to stick it kind of between some of the parts, with this you actually have the button on top, so you can still activate the sounds while it's in this mode. And yeah, one thing you'll hear is that it kind of says UFO-ja and UFOmaru. And that's because for the Japanese, the way they say UFO is that they don't really process it like it's a three-letter acronym, more like it's, one word, so they say UFO instead of UFO. I'd say the only criticism I have for this mode is just this little bar sticking out down here. which, it doesn't look too great when you look at it from this angle, but it does have a purpose, as in this mode it helps it balance. So it has, these things back here and then this gap here. So if this wasn't here, this would basically constantly be leaning forward. This will also be the handle for Shurikenjin UFO's weapon. So next thing we can do is turn it into the humanoid mode. So we'll remove the shuriken. You're going to want to remove this part here. Just like this. And fold down these, which will become the legs. Fold in the feet. And fold down the chest piece. Fold down the arms like so. Flip up the head from the back. And then take this piece and attach it on these clips right here. And there we have UFOmaru in his humanoid form. So in this mode, he's somewhat of a combination between an alien and an astronaut. Look at the head, it's very much, your typical kind of alien gray, but with a bit of ninja mixed in. You can kind of see a metallic blue forehead protector there, some nice blue eyes, then, kind of a flat face with a little mouth right there, as well as this kind of helmet design on top. Which, as you can see, that is designed like your typical spacesuit, with some little handle and some tubes, as well as red and blue kind of designed for regulating hot and cold. We got shuriken designs on the shoulders, arms which are in the constantly bent pattern. And then the legs, which have this kind of wrinkle design, as if it was kind of the material of a spacesuit. And then these bulky kind of armored legs, which I actually have fully straightened, and that's the proper way to do it. And then the disc becomes this backpack with the boosters at the bottom, so that I can fly around. And so for the articulation, you can move the arms around and move the legs. Although for the legs, unfortunately, the hips are kind of a single jointed piece, so you can't move them individually, but you can move the knees and feet individually. No, it doesn't give you much options for posing, but I guess these aren't meant to have much posability. So next we can combine it with Shurikenjin. So bring that in. For this, the prep is the same as with OtomoNin. First step is to remove the OtomoNin Shuriken. And remove ShinobiMaru. Which I'll just do like that. Take the right arm and place it on the back. Convert ShinobiMaru into his arm mode. And replace him as the right arm. Then for UFOmaru, remove the back disc. This will become its weapon, the UFO Launcher. And take the legs, fold them like that, get into a sync position, like so. Again, handles like that. Fold up the arms a little bit. Place it into the seat. Put the hands on the handles. equip the right hand with the UFO launcher. And finally, take the Ninja Shuriken, fold down the face, and attach it on top. And with that sci-fi style music, we have Shurikenjin Ufo. So for this, now you can see the face here, with this disc on top. There's this little symbol that says Nin. It is painted with a gold rim and then this gold bar in the center. You got UFOmaru sitting there. His feet kind of stick out a little bit more than the others just because of how big they are. And then you have the UFO launcher here. And as you can see, 3 boosters of its other modes now become 3 barrels for firing. Unfortunately, it's also a very thin weapon, so it looks strange when held out like this, but because of the wideness of it, it doesn't look too bad. You can hold it at kind of an outwards angle where it's a little bit down, but not like just straight forward. And of course, you can repeat the combination sound, or the finish for the combination, by pressing the button on top. I'd say for this one, the color is not quite as good as with UFO Shurikenjin Paon. Just because, unfortunately, although you have the light blue Shuriken blade up top, it's mostly silver added to this, with the body of UFOmaru mostly being silver, with, pretty much the only metallic blue being here on the legs. And then unfortunately, with the weapon, there's, only this little bit of metallic blue here that you don't really see. Instead, you have just the silver and the gold. The other thing is that, unlike with UFOmaru, where you had the head of the elephant attached to the chest, this is a little bit more similar to the normal Shurikenjin with UFOmaru in there, where you just have the figure in there with just the chest, the arms, and the legs. So it's not quite as interesting. But still, I would say this is another nice addition to the OtomoNin series. It's definitely more of an out there design, and definitely not expected for a ninja series. It's pretty cool that with this we have our first UFO-based mech. And of course it has its own nice sounds to it that are very well stylized to what it's supposed to be. It's pretty cool in its OtomoNin mode and its humanoid mode. And like I said, while I do prefer Shurikenjin Paon to Shurikenjin UFO, I still think this is a pretty good combination. It does kind of get across the sci-fi look pretty well. So, if you have Shurikenjin and you're collecting the OtomoNin, I can definitely say to pick this up. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more videos, as well as my Facebook page. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.